my buddy, Spencer McKay.
This is how viewers may remember them best. Genuine moments on the IWK Telethon.
I must say, when I saw Jody Ross come in, I was trying to place where I'd seen you last. Of course, you were doing a little hosting on the telethon last year.
Quick-witted and poised, Jody Ross smoothly stepped into a co-hosting role with me in Sydney, despite having no previous experience in front of a camera.
He's a good friend of all of our Spencer McKay, right? Hey, Spencer.
While Spencer McKay was an absolute scene stealer in every appearance with Steve Murphy.
Scene stealer from age in the arms. He had a wonderful sense of where to be and what to do, and that made him a very effective messenger. He used his own life experience to tell the bigger story of the IWK.
They were talented dreamers with profound connections to the IWK hospital. Proud Cape Bretoner Jody spent much of her teenage years here in treatment for an excruciating and rare form of Crohn's disease.
Can you tell us a little bit about Jody's diagnosis, because it was atypical for Crohn's?
She had very complex illness. Actually, all the doctors used to call it Jody Ross disease. From the time she was 2 until the time she was 16, which is when, although they kept her after she was 16, they kept her till she was 18. She spent approximately 5.5 years as an inpatient in the IWK.
Jody was told her health issues would prevent her from having children, but at the tender age of 20, still in treatment, Jody gave birth to a little boy she called her miracle baby.
How would you describe your mother for people that don't know her?
She was a very strong woman. She went through more than I've seen anyone go through in this world and probably will in my life. She was very fun. She was very funny. She was a light in this world.
Spencer's first health crisis came at birth. Physical challenges limited his fragile body, but nothing slowed Spencer's incredibly strong mind or dampened his zest for life.
Spencer had a really big personality, and when he wanted something, he wanted something. Like if he wanted to do a film, well, it got done. If he wanted to go to Just for Laughs and go up on stage in front of everyone, he did it. Even though he was little, his personality was so big.
He was successful with everything he did. He got awards, he got nominated for stuff all the time, and it could only go up, really.
Spencer wrote, directed, and completed 4 short films in different genres, including the 2022 comedy Scouter Joe.
In 2018, I did a story about Spencer creating and directing his first film called Same Nightmare, based on some of his high school experiences.
And action, that was great.
He said if I was going to be on set, he wanted me to be an extra playing a school teacher. But when I went to the film premiere, all I saw was one arm in one shot. I asked him what happened. He said, "Yeah, I just didn't find you believable."
Yeah, he never took his foot off the gas. He always writing, always coming up with stuff, but probably had plenty of movies there that you never know, could be in theater someday.
Jody documented her life and trials under a pen name and successful blog. She was a talented writer, curious about the world around her. She soaked life in.
She wrote about her experiences in such a way that you would not even think that she was writing about herself.
My ending may be tragic, but the story in between, my life, those are the happy parts. And honestly, who would rather have a happy ending than a happy being?
I wish I could tell you Jody had the happy ending she deserved, disease under control, living life to the fullest. But she struggled with the constant in and out of hospital until her sudden death of heart failure earlier this year at just 42.
How would you define Jody's legacy?
I think Jody's legacy is one of courage, and she had a lot of courage.
If you could describe your daughter in one sentence, what would it be, Martin?
She's my hero.
After 27 years of defying odds and dozens of cardiac surgeries, Spencer's courageous heart took its final ambitious beat last fall.
He left us all with a very, very valuable lesson about what people are able to accomplish. Despite whatever life threw at Spencer, he just kept on going. The IWK Telethon will never be the same. It will go on and it will continue to do its good work, no doubt. But it won't be the same without Spencer.
Big part is just how he was able to live life dealing with what he had to deal with. He didn't let anything stop him.
Spencer had a lot of dreams, but his number 1 dream was to direct and produce a film and have it launched in Hollywood. And maybe one will get there. Maybe.
Jody and Spencer touched so many lives, including my own. And I know they would have been here today celebrating this hospital and its staff, which played such vital roles in both of their lives. Lives lived to the fullest despite their health setbacks. I hope you can see why I'm proud to call them both friends.